I'm so happy that you're here. Today we are going to learn and crochet together this beautiful little lamb with a little mushroom parasol. I've designed her for beginners, so if you're a beginner, welcome. If you're not a beginner, you just think that she's cute, also welcome. She is adorable. This pattern has a lot of different stitches, so if you followed my little series of simplified stitches for beginners, then this is a perfect little project for you to do once you've mastered all the stitches. So I'm going to begin with the little limbs first, which is the arms, the legs and the ears, because once we have all of those together, we're going to crochet her from bottom to top, and then the little limbs are going to get crocheted into the project. So there's minimal sewing. The only sewing on this project actually is the bow and the actual mushroom to the lamb, so it should be a fairly beginner's little project for you. Our arm is going to be grey and white. We are going to start with our grey yarn, and the first row is going to be 6 single crochets in a magic ring. Our second row is going to be 1 single crochet and 1 increase 3 times. Our third row is actually going to be white, so I'm going to change my color now. Here I will give a pause to secure the white and the grey, and then I will cut off the grey since we will no longer need it for the arm. My third row is 9 single crochets around. My fifth row is 5 single crochets and 2 decreases. My last row is 1 single crochet and 3 decreases. I've now completed the arm. I'm going to fasten off the yarn, pull up the tail, and I've also put a stitch marker in all 4 stitches of this arm so that it makes it easier for us to crochet into the body later. So once I've made 2 little arms, I'm going to move into the little ears now. Feel free to pause the video here to make the second arm, rewind if you need instructions again. So we are going to start the ear with 6 single crochets in a magic ring. The outer row of the ear is going to be white, so I'm actually going to undo my last single crochet and change my color yarn here. The ear's second row is 2 single crochets, 2 increases, and then another 2 single crochets. Once I've done the ear, I'm going to pull out the tail. I'm then going to crochet that tail into the first single crochet of this round. And then I'm going to pull slightly to form a little fold like that. Once I've made my 2 little ears, I'll move on into the legs. So the legs start with grey yarn, 6 single crochets in a magic ring. My second row for the leg is 6 increases, so 2 single crochets in each hole. We're going to end up the second row with 12 stitches. The third row of the leg is 12 back post single crochets. Now the fourth row is 12 single crochets around in white, so I'm going to undo my last single crochet and change my yarn color now. My 5th row is 4 single crochets and a decrease twice. My 6th row of the leg is 10 single crochets around. Once you've done the first leg, fasten off the tail and then make the second one. When you make the second one, do not fasten off the tail because we're going to continue with the body from here. So now I have made 2 little legs. I'm going to continue into the body. So while I'm still holding my second leg, I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to connect my leg to my first leg with 1 single crochet. So I'm going to choose, can you see how the color changes right there? I'm going to make sure that the color changes are on the same place, like that. And then here we do 1 single crochet. And this counts as your first stitch of this round. I'm going to make a mark of it, and I'm going to complete another 9 single crochets around the leg. So now I've done 10 single crochets around this leg. I have now reached that 1 single crochet I've done in the middle of the leg. I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the back of it. So this is the stitch in the middle. I'm going to go 1 single crochet in it. And then I'm going to complete 10 single crochets around the leg. I've now reached the beginning of it. I'm going to finish this round by adding another single crochet on that middle chain. So in this round we did 10 single crochets around one leg, 10 single crochets around the other leg, and then we did 2 single crochets, 1 in each side of that chain in the middle, which means that this round ended up being 22 stitches in total. This is round number 1 of the body. We are now going to move into round number 2 of the body. This new round actually uses a new color, the color for the dress. So we're going to undo our last stitch and change our color here. Now that I've attached my dress color to the project, my next row is going to be 5 single crochets and increase, 10 single crochets and increase, and then another 5 single crochets. The next row is a back loop only row, and it's going to be 2 single crochets and an increase 7 times, and then 3 single crochets at the end. Next round is 30 single crochets around. Also make sure to mark the front loop onlys of this row so that we can come back later and easily find it to make the frills of the dress. Okay, so the next round is 2 single crochets and a decrease 6 times, and then 3 decreases at the end. next round we're going to do 2 decreases, 3 single crochets and a decrease 3 times, and then another decrease. So for next 2 rounds we're going to do 15 single crochets a round. So now before we move on, we will be filling up the legs and the body up till here. Okay, now that we have firmly filled her up, the next row is going to be 1 single crochet and a decrease 5 times. So on the next 2 rounds we will be crocheting through the arms. We will be crocheting through the bottom stitches of the arms first, and then through the top stitches of the arms. The arms are stitched through 2 rows. I'm going to start with the first one. We're going to grab one of the arms, and we're going to be very mindful that there are 4 stitches in each arm. So to start with, we do 2 single crochets on the body. 1, 2. Now the arms are going to go into the next 2 single crochets. Make sure the first single crochet that you're supposed to do through the arm is on the side of the body. Because of tension, sometimes the stitches can be shifted, like maybe your stitch is a bit too forward or too backwards, not exactly in the middle. If that's the case, then just remove or add single stitches as you go, just to make sure the arms are on the side of the bodies. So 2 single crochets, then 2 single crochets through the arms. So first we're going to go through the inside So we're going to choose one of these stitches. For example, let's choose the orange one. We're going to go through the inside of the body. First single crochet, then we can go through the second stitch again for the inside of the body, second single crochet, then we are going to do 3 single crochets. Again, this can be less or more depending on your tension and whereabouts the stitches slash arms are going to be. So for example, here I want my arm to be on the middle, so 3 single crochets is good. I'm gonna get my second arm again through the inside of a chosen stitch, one single crochet, through the inside of the second stitch, one more single crochet, and then to finish the round we're going to do 1 single crochet, but this is where we change back to the body color, so I'm going to change it now before completing this last single crochet. Here I will also secure these 2 tails from the arms. I'm going to tie them together, and then I'm going to hide all these tails on the inside of the body. This next row, it's all about increases, so it's just going to be 10 increases around, but the increases need to also go through the arms. So we're going to start with 2 increases. I've already done 1 stitch there. Now we go through the arms, the last 2 stitches. Now for the second row of attaching the limbs, we go for the outside of the arm, not the inside. So we go through the outside like this, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets through this first stitch of the limb to form an increase. Then we're going to complete another increase for the next single crochet of the limb for the outside. Sorry, we do 3 increases. Then 2 more increases through the second arm. Remember to go for the outside this time. And then we do 1 last increase. Okay, so this is our body complete. This is the back of the body. This is the front of the body. We are now going to be moving into the head. So the first row of the head is 1 single crochet and 1 increase. next rounds are going to be 30 single crochets around the head, and that's going to happen for 5 rounds. Right, now that I've done my 5 rows of 30 single crochets around, we're going to be moving into the next row, and we will be crocheting in the ears, and we're going to also start doing loop stitches for the fringe. So first we're going to do 10 single crochets. So I've done 10 single crochets. The ear will go into the next stitch. Make sure that it is lined up right in front of the arm. Again, because of tension, sometimes it can be more or less. So if you are not just above the arm here, then you can always add or take away some stitches just to make sure the ear is in line with the little arms. So I'm going to get a ear. And when I'm placing it here, I want to make sure that it's facing forward like that. So I'm going to put it next to my head, and then I'm going to go through the bottom 2 stitches. So the first stitch and the last stitch of the ear here, so 1 and 2, and then I'm going to go through the next stitch of my head and crochet in the little ear. Do a quick little pull to make sure it's nice and tight, and there you go. So now we have our ear, and then we're going to do 10 loop stitches because we are starting the fringe now. And then now we're going to crochet in the next ear. Again, the next one is going to be right above the arm. I could actually take 1 loop stitch away because my tension on the second plushie is a bit different. Okay, so for this plushie I did 9 loop stitches first. It was 10 for that one, but again, weight of yarn plus tightness plus hook size, they all matter. So whatever it is for you, just make sure that it is in line with the front of the little arms to make sure the ears are nice and proportionate to the front of the head. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to place my ear facing forward against the head, and I'm going to crochet through those first 2 stitches. There you go. So now the second ear is done, and now we're just going to do 8 single crochets, but it might be 9 because I moved to that loop stitch. Next row is going to be decreases. So we're going to be doing 2 single crochets and a decrease around, but we need to be mindful of the bit where there are loop stitches. So there's going to be 2 loop stitches and then a loop stitch decrease times 2 around the round. So we'll do it together. First, let's do 2 single crochets and a decrease until we reach the loop stitches. So I've done 2 single crochets and a decrease twice. Then I've done 2 single crochets, and now I've reached the loop stitches, and I'm going to do a normal decrease here to complete 2 single crochets and a decrease times 3. And then now we're going to start with 2 loop stitches, and a loop stitch decrease. Then we'll do another loop stitch and another loop stitch, and then we're going to do a decrease but half. So we're going to do 1 loop stitch and then a single crochet, and then we're going to decrease that like that, so that the loop stitches are getting less and less in both sides. And then now we're just going to carry on 2 single crochets and a decrease until we reach the end. Okay, so in the next round we're going to do 11 single crochets, 4 loop stitches, and then 7 single crochets. So on the next round we're going to do 1 single crochet and 1 decrease times 4, and then we're going to get to the loop stitches. So let's start with that first. Now we're going to do 1 loop stitch and then a loop stitch decrease. Then 1 single crochet and 1 decrease times 2. Now we're going to stop here and fill up the head. We want to fill it up quite firmly so it stays up nicely. Before I fully close the head and fully fill up to the top, I'm just gonna get a tapestry needle and pull through all of these little tails for the ears so that I don't have to worry about it later. So I'm going to pull through 1 white and then the other white as well. And then when I meet them, I give them a little tie just to secure them in place. And then I do the same with the grays. Let's do the other ear as well. Now that the head is full, we're going to do the final round, and it's going to just be 7 decreases all around. So here I've done 7 decreases around. I'm going to fasten off the yarn. I'm going to pull that tail through, and now we are going to close the head. So we have now finished the base of our little lamb. If the head looks a bit wonky, just like reshape it, because it's going to be the stuffing. So just shape it like as you want. There you go. So now our next step is to work the dress.